Hey everybody, welcome back to another battle replay. This is gonna be a long one, over just at the limit of 60 minutes probably. But we got artillery coming down from looks like Egypt. Yeah, Egypt's artillery already hitting something. Or is it? Or I'm just losing it. Yeah, they're hitting these militia hoplites. But quickly, real quick, this is a on the map Pulpadirva, whatever. I don't really know the exact name. My pronunciation's never great. But anyway, Seleucid is on the attack with Macedon and Kush. On the defense, we have Swaby, Egypt, and Rome defending this walled settlement. We got torch pushed up by Macedon going on this flank, main courtyard area. Over here, we got Hillman pushing up from Seleucid to fight at this gate. So, with artillery coming down, just absolutely hammering these militia hoplites. Hmm. Getting hit hard. It's just militia hoplite, so it's not really a big loss. Now we got auxiliary Syrians shooting. I'm gonna go ahead and assume this Rome is not the best Rome. Already shooting just militia hoplites with arrows. So it's actually gonna make Macedon's actually gonna drop this turret and run away. Cause that it's about to break. It was it's shaking. It wasn't wavering yet. Anyway, Swaby using their ballista to blast some of these archers, get them out of here. That one mainly missed. He's got a very nice target if he can hit the center of them. They kind of all blobbed up. All shooting flame arrows, so he just needs to get that shot quickly before that one burns. These always vary. None of them ever are correct. Or is he out? I think he's out already. 157. Yeah, he just hit this blob of Seleucid back here. Of high elites, mainly elites. So that's actually a really nice target. Got a chevron out of it, but ain't gonna do too much. If Rome wanted to, he can move those archers. Well, shoot, you better be moving them pretty quick, otherwise they're gonna be stuck, either off or get them used right here. Move them over here to battle these Syrians. Heck, it would be Syrian on Syrian with the advantage of the wall. Wall's getting broke over here. Macedon's breaking a few. Kush moving up some Shotel warriors and a Nubian spearman. Swaby's gonna have the first initial brunt of this with Blood Sworn and one club. We got some spikes hidden in the ground. It looks like someone won't aware of them, as some of the friendly units have found them. See, that's why you don't ever really want to bring deployables while you're on the defense. Because of this, your teammates might not know, and it will cost a few lives. Scorpions now are actually firing in on this club levy. Egypt's got another ballista over here waiting. This was really hard to snipe. You basically have to snipe it from this direction all the way over here if you have guerrilla deployment, which they do not. But still, you want to try to snipe them if you can. This ballista's out. Is this one out? This one seems to be out. 125 on it. Syrians are dancing on the wall, it seems like. Now finally getting off the wall. If I were him, I would have hit this right here. Prevent them from coming on the wall. And I would actually hit here and right here. Because this, if you can control this tower, it's going to shoot them consistently. So you're going to fall back here and hold a large area, or you can try to hold them here at it. So you want to be out of the range of this tower the whole time. Shotel warriors now in fighting club levy. That's not an ideal fight for the Shotels because the armor piercing weapon damage. but still should make quick work of the club levy, because they're low tier and against a, I won't call this a medium tier, even though it's really would be considered an elite from Kush, which he went a Showtail spam with an armored as well. Ooh, so not really. Dang, he really went elite with a ballista. Must be large ultra funds is what I'm going to assume. Is that is Showtails only, and armored Showtails with a ballista and the disciples. This is an elite army. Gonna be tough to kill. Get to see see some Rome with Eagle cohort and a Praetorian guard already moving to the front with the Vilites in the back. 2 Syrians as well. Bloodsworn lost some men to the wall here, collapse, or it was shot. I don't know. One of the two. There goes another one. Yeah, see, his plan just make a massive opening in this wall, right in this area. But for Macedon, it's mainly a thorax sword spam, probably with some peltus. Yeah, it's got several units of peltus with the Aspis cav. That's the elite melee cav with the giant ballista. Giant ballista is going to do wonders here. It's going to make them, one, spread out, and two, will get a lot of kills if used correctly. Seems like this is just a quick hold, nothing major, but these Showtails sword side getting javelined with no help seem to be coming in, but these militia hoplites lining up right here. This is not a heavy defense. It seems like their defense is gonna come here and here. There's a little hill right here, so they can't walk up, so they have to go around. It seems like they're gonna hold here as well. So they're gonna hold it down to a 3 choke point. Rome's actually gonna fight them at the wall with the Praetorian Guard, Javelin Hillman. Poor Hillman. How's that guy still alive? A lot of javelins get stuck in this tree is what it looked like. Yep. Thorax swords, though, need to get in combat. They don't need to be sitting here getting javelined by these units. Don't really know what the defenders have yet, but do see some more Royal Peltus and a pikeman unit that's looks like might be getting hit by scorpions. No, artillery. Artillery's coming in for the defenders or attackers. Must be the giant ballista. Cretan archers retreating as well. Sword masters are sitting up here. We're gonna see a lot of them, as well as another pikeman unit. I'll be honest, if I was him, I would try to destroy this right here. Destroy it. Because this tower is going to benefit the defenders. It's going to attack here and here. And you have to push inside to neutralize this. Do have a scorpion. So that would be 3 artilleries considering as 2 wall and 2 and now 1 only ground scorpion. Up here we got infantry battles though with the Bloodsworn against these Thorax swords. The Thorax sword kind of depleted, getting kind of killed pretty quickly. The Showtail still shaking now. Will break soon. 36 men remaining in it. And he kills with that Bloodsworn. Rome over here kind of charged out with this Armored Legionary. 190, 200 kills with it so far. Mainly probably Hillman. Some archers in there as well. That's also thorax and everything else included. Another Eagle cohort going in behind it. I don't understand why he come off the wall and ran back out. Yeah, don't understand that complete at all. Praetorian Guard lost 3 men, killed 131. Hillman, Bloodsworn charging in on these Threo spears, trying to kill them before they use their javelins. Looks like they probably already have 44 kills with him. Still got some, though, according to that fire right there. More Bloodsworn charging on this thorax over here. Ooh, nice back challenge from this unit. I don't know why it did that, but now we have the Nubian Spearmen in here fighting this Bloodsworn, just trying to wear them out. Cretan archers, they have to pull up their armies, otherwise they will run out of stuff up here. Need to pull them up, like Seleucid has done, but Seleucid just seems to be mass attacking. I should probably watch these videos. Nah, I like the being surprised. But anyway, he's mass attacking this Roman unit. So this Eagle cohort and Armored Legion are just going to rack kills. And not smart to shoot him in the front. Hopefully this Seleucid will learn from his mistake. As he has Silver Shield Pikemen. Not in pike formation. And he's using Whistling Shot. So guess what? It's hurting his whole unit. Rome now shooting these Silver Shield Pikemen that's come in just charging. I don't know why he's... I don't understand it. I'm kind of lost. Anyway, Bloodsworn fighting this beat up unit. Seems like they have now gotten control of this courtyard for the most part. As 3 units of Bloodsworn retreat. Rome is ready with an armored legionary close by. Artillery still coming down back here. They must think there's still stuff back here. As you can see, there might be. But anyway, this pikeman still visible, 154. Rome's about to have a field day against these this Seleucid. He's just gonna go absolutely ham. As now the Seleucid kind of pushing through with his units against this Eagle cohort that's spaced out. The pikes have now gone in pike formation, but it might be too late. Praetorians mostly in combat with them. As another Royal Peltis comes off the wall. We can see it right here now that the thorax swords are pushing up as the Aspis cav, companion cav are moving up as well. Question is, are they already calling the fallback? They ain't. I would have held right here. Yeah, see that cav just charged the back of this armored legionary. Cav's got a pretty decent charge bonus on 40, but it's not most of them down, so that means he is free to roam. He had 41 kills on that charge against that armored legionary. Rome's just going to try to run his archers away. He's not going to be able to because this cav is very, very good. Probably hold us on against a melee unit as well. Just devastating for this Rome to lose most of his archers in range abilities. Anyway, we got these armored legionaries fighting these thorax swords. Just a losing fight for the thorax. They're also beat up. Over here, though, this Eagle cohort and this Praetorian Guard trying to do all it can to kill every single one of these Seleucids. Probably will succeed at doing a good chunk of that, as it's already this Eagle cohorts with 222, Praetorian at 185. But the Cretans are in the back, or not in the back, it's actually a friendly Cretan. Just kind of shooting into the blob. Can't miss, no errors getting through, so let's go hit something. He'd probably have a better angle if he actually moved just a little bit more to the right, and then he can get side shots on every single one of these in here. But even though some of them are back still turned. Cav is moving again. We've called the fallback. See how far they go. Already just 15 minutes into this battle. Armored Legionaries, though, going to try to break these Macedon Thorax. But now Shoto Warriors are in fresh from the back lines. They're active. One's fresh, but fighting these armoreds. Shotel's should put up an even fight with them. Another Thorax Horde sitting over here waiting. This Cav just took a free archer. That one will be dead. But it's already got 103 kills. At least it's shot some. It's not fresh. But still, this Cav is wreaking havoc. 263, and it's not going to be done here. Let's go probably charge the back of these Roman units, trying to get them to waver. I charge that Eagle cohort, probably get it to break. It is winded, now tired. So it will be interesting. Swordmasters here getting shot with some artillery. So how many kills this one's got? 118. Not bad. Not bad. As the movable artillery, though, is inside. And we know exactly what it's going to do with it. Shoot infantry. As now the Nubian bowmen, or not, excuse me, Kushite archers are firing into these pikemen. I think Nubians are a little cheaper for the same thing. Something you gotta look at is the missile damage and range and armor. Don't really look at anything else for archers. It might have more health and more morale, but that is it. Either way, this Thorax Sword is wavering now. 33 kills, 81 men remaining. It's not great use of him. He just needs to turn it and fight, as well as this Armored Legion. 104 kills. This Cav still wreaking havoc. 310 now. Praetorian Guard's wavering. Only 227. He should have got more with it. It seems like Ron has caught a fallback to here. I would have done here. Went here, and then you could send, well, I don't know. He might be smart to hold here. As his teammate has got a Peltus here. Might be waiting on that Cav to come. He just blast that Cav to bits. Very tired now, but 310. Still devastating. They have a lot of armor, 95 armor too. Why's everybody using this whirling shot? Just shoot him. You kill him quicker. Anyway, we got some Redinian slingers trying to fight back these Kushite archers. Actually killing some of them. Anyway, the Macedon Cav has retreated. Probably needs a refresh. That was his Hellenic Cataphract gen. I would have just refreshed that really quickly. Now the Cretan archers firing into the Kush gen. It seems like they've given up most of the attack here, which is probably the smart move. You get the courtyard, you get here, and then you run this way. Try to not engage those towers. But it seems like the Nubian bow has just broken under the weight of these Kushite archers, as well as a hunter, or maybe a longbow. One of the two. A arc range unit from Swaby. Now the archers from uh, Egypt as well getting shot. Now this Cretan. Cretan slowly getting withered down right here. 72 now. Getting shot by these Syrians. Probably should either start shooting the pikes or the archers. Either or is a good target. Still got 3 royal pillars sitting outside from Egypt. Bloodswarm seems like it's gonna come out and try to finish off this Nubian spear. Looks like it's trying to draw javelins. Excuse me. This is gonna be a very different. I'm gonna speed it up while literally nothing is happening. Cretans, are you gonna do something? Maybe. No. Just go sit there and look at them. Don't tell me the artillery's still coming in. Yep, Cretans now firing into the face of this Royal Peltus. Not great use of units. 37 minutes remaining. First unit of thoraxes and a Praetorian Guard's been shot to bits. It's coming in. Artillery just is coming in from, I guess, was it the Kush artillery? Yeah, Kush's artillery coming in right over this building. 42 damn kills with it. Shot this Praetorian heavy. If I were them, I'd sit right here behind this building. But then again, you're open to archer fire, so you have to waver or just retreat. You got a nice hold here. You could actually do one or a little kill box right here if you wanted to, including this. But now Rome is seeing some of his veteran legionaries getting shot as well from that artillery. Knew it'd be deadly. Swordmasters though, 111 kills, mostly thorax right now. Some was it Syrians in? Are they out? Maybe Syrians are starting to run out of ammo, so it might be good for the defenders because they are not pushing up here. But then again, here comes that Cav, Aspis Cav, moving back up here. The Slinger is just sitting. And he sees it, and it's gonna be his. No more Slinger. At least some of these longbow hunters are able to shoot back at this Cav, but it won't be enough. This should end up breaking. Kush finally sending some Showtail warriors and his archers to this side. Hopefully we'll start putting some pressure here. This Cav just going to continue to run down this Rudinian Slinger, but the javelins coming in from that Peltus needs to move him quickly. It looks like he is. They're just going to retreat. Showtail warrior coming in. Probably needs to throw javelins into the back of the veteran legionary. I thought I was going to hit these sword masters real quickly. Veteran legionary should be losing this fight. Getting attacked in the rear by the Showtails. That's not what a unit you want to hit them in the rear. But now I'm going to throw into the Sword Masters and fight them head on. Still a heavy armor unit, so that's something you do not want to really engage with that heavy armor. Thorax swords now coming in on the backside of this veteran legionary. Should end up breaking it before too long. 91 men. But this Shotel is just getting targeted down by Pila. Any range it can get. She had just a little bit of a Pila javelin into that archer. Shotel warriors charging into the Royal Thoraxes. On this side, looks like the archers are firing into the sides of this veteran legionary, taking pretty heavy losses from it. It is the sword side for them. It's actually a pretty decent target. Smart play by Macedon right there. Macedon does have a thorax sword and 2 thorax swords up here. One's pretty beat up. Both of them are actually pretty beat up. With a throw spear pushing to fight this veteran legionary. Berserkers are in. You can tell by the way they look. In for Seleucid or Swaby. Pop the frenzy charge. They will cause massive damage. As that Roman unit has broken veteran legionary and this armored legionary wavering with just 17 men remaining. Tauren Guard did pop attacking Testudo, trying to protect it from the range of these Macedon, as now some of these Cretans are firing into these Cretans. The range for the attackers have not been, or defenders have not been used well at all. I would shoot regular arrows into this group because this berserker is berserk. They're going to be fresh and racking a ton of kills. So I'd just be shooting. If you shoot your friendlies, that's fine. Which they are taking some losses because of a range from Pila. That's got one. Was it through his shoulder? Oh, not no more. He's dead now. Anyway, pikemen are up, trying to hold its ground while this range coming in. It's already got 12 kills on it already. Berserker's still berserk. 19 kills. Out of control. I'll be honest, you kind of want them out of control. You really don't want them. Yours, because they will do break fairly easy. Anyway, Shotel Warriors pushing up on this right flank. This veteran legionary just took a lot of casualties, about 51 casualties because of range. Anyway, sorry about that. I accidentally ended the recording, having to restart it. But anyway, couldn't anyway, Shotel Warriors pushed up over here, getting javelin in the back by their own Peltis and Threo units. This veteran legionary, only 11 kills, not worth it there. Shotel Warriors will just breach them fairly quickly. Anyway, on this side, looks like the attackers have pulled back some, but the berserkers still berserk and pushing them. Get them, berserkers. Yeah. And he's missing a head now. Is that the Roman Gin? Yeah, Roman Gin took some casualties right there. If I had to say, I would say the attack favors into favor of the attackers pretty heavily, just because they've used their range well. See, still getting peeled into the side. Need to be in more column formation because these coming this direction are hitting. These are not. So these have to be more straight. Anyway, they've broken through now. It should be an open floodgate right here. Shotels and Peltas should be flooding in here. Praetorian Guard here as well, ready to roll. Still in attacking test 2. Now's the time to hit them so they can be all messed up in formation. Good time to shoot them though. Saw some range coming in there. They need to start focusing here again, or if you want to, run this way. I mean, you got an option. Because the victory points right here, they don't have much more they can send unless they're going to start sending more out of this big old area up here. With Pila now being thrown into the face of these Praetorians. Best they can get at least. One of the Peltas will fight them. If I were them, I'd just javelin this unit. Just get it going. Peltas with 25 men left. Not much of a threat, but still. 74 kills of this ballista. Still got plenty of targets he can shoot. I'd be shooting it because you don't know what you're going to be able to get. Or start to move it. It needs probably be able to move this direction. That way it can sit here and have a better line of sight. It actually probably can shoot all the way up into that big point. Or not big point, but top area. Praetorian Guard though, losing slightly to the Royal Peltas. Because some stray arrows are hitting them. Anyway, these berserkers are berserk and are running away. That is the opposite of a berserker. They're going this way. They need to be going this way. Well, they're back. Now they're going to be in combat again against these Shotels. They're probably the best unit you can put in against those Shotels and armored Shotels because of the 10 armor. Threo's now throwing into the front of this Peltas unit before the Peltas can throw at them. Don't know where this Peltas unit's going. It should be just continue to fight. Unless he's going to try to pull it out and sandwich it. This Praetorian Guard's going to be losing men very, very quickly. Royal Post with 80 armor, but always saying he's running them, so these units should just go continue to run after him and run them down, especially now. Praetorian Guard down to 50 men, not the use of only 53 kills for such an elite unit. Chateau Warriors 57 kills, eating a ton of javelins, Pila and everything else. Berserkers as well. They've popped the frenzy. But when they're out of its control, they are continuously fresh. It's actually smart to pop that frenzy so when one of them does charge. 51 kills, 51 charge bonus with that. Popped 127 kills with 25 men left in that Berserker unit. Facing these armored Shotels, you really don't want them fighting them. Shoto Warriors, though, fighting the Royal Peltas and Throw Spears. Pretty good units for them to attack with that armor damage bonus. But though, we got Seleucid finally pushing up over here again with this Greek Scorpion. Probably able to start wasting away if it still has ammo. I think it does. Start shooting these units. Got some two small units Bloodsworn. I'll be charging them in, trying to help this Royal Thorax Swords. If I'm able to bring a Royal Thorax Swords, I always bring Galatian Royal Guard. So much, a much, much better unit. Night and day difference. Anyway, archers and The archers from the longbows just shooting these armored shows. They know they cannot afford to keep them in the battle. Balance of power has shifted towards the defenders. Surprisingly, I would actually think opposite, but if I look over here, Seleucid's about dead. Yeah, Seleucid's really about dead. Not much more remaining in them. Royal Peltus fighting that thorax. Royal Thorax is going to end up losing this pike. Not well done by Seleucid, if I had to guess. Some range coming in over the buildings from Seleucid as well. Mainly Kush and Macedon continuing its push. Royal Peltus and Berserkers are back in. Another unit of Berserkers, 53 men in it. The small unit of archers or slingers, actually this Rude Indian slingers, that's not a small unit, that's a good unit of slingers. Should start to sling some of these units away. I'd be shooting everything he can get his hands on. Anyway, these Peltus still fighting, winded. Probably need to get his gen up in here. Yeah, see now Slinger's slinging these Berserkers. That's a really good target. They only have 10 armor. See, about every rock that lands is going to end up killing a guy. Especially with his armored showtail still remaining. Royal Peltus back here is throwing his javelins into, what is it? This Royal Thorax swords. Some of that Threo Spear unit did end up catching a few strays there, but it'll be okay. I just realized this is the Royal Peltus General for Egypt in fighting regular Royal Peltus that the Macedon has brought. With the last, I think, not his last unit of Royal Peltus are up. Cretans are moving around as well. And yeah, this is a very good shot right here. It is the sword side for these guys. That is would be very, very deadly if they can continue that. I'd keep a Peltus right here just to keep units at bay from coming around. Or even put your regular archer here as well. Anyway, it seems like most of the attack is here, but the general moving over here to fight this general bodyguard gen from Rome. Anyway, Berserkers are up here with Headhunt popped. Out of control fighting these armored showtails. It's going to be a winning fight for the showtails, but they're going to take a lot of casualties here fighting that. Small unit Royal Peltus moving up. Probably going to try to squeeze the gap or hit this right here. This unit of Royal Peltus, 59 kills, or 60 kills now, 145 men. Swordmasters are going to end up charging this small unit of Peltus. Yeah, needs to pull out this other Peltus. Slinger is slinging these Peltus, trying to get them out of the battle. Last unit Royal Peltus shooting the sword masters in the side. It's a pretty good target. But anyway, this Cretan. Did Cretan get messed up pretty bad? No, Cretan out of ammo. Now, I thought this was a regular archer. It is a slinger. Anyway, the power has shifted just a little bit more in favor of the defenders, as Swordmasters now clashing with Royal Peltus. Swordmasters will win that combat, but this Royal Peltus over here just unleashing unlimited ammo into this Swordmaster. Down to 80 men now. With this Royal Peltus up here, 109 kills fighting this other Royal Peltus. With the Royal Thorax, the general is dead for Egypt. That actually hurts him pretty badly. Armored Showtails now pushing up 61 kills for them after taking care of the Berserkers. Aspis Cav is still alive with 419 kills. Just insane. Also, Hellenic Cataphract Gen. I would start getting this on the move. There's not too much remaining over here. Swordmaster is breaking 27 min now. 26, yeah, 25. Just down. They broke with this Royal Peltus over here. Also breaking 148 kills with them as this next unit charges up. 45 men remaining on this march, so 210 as well. Cav has moved up. They are being seen, but there is a Swordmaster here waiting for it. Just retreat him out of here. Get him around. Go this way. Or play chicken with him. Either way, these Armored Showtails should start to cut through these Swordmasters and throw spears pretty easily. It's just not a whole lot of infantry remaining. What you're seeing in the front line is about it. There is a Shield Bearer and a Silver Shield Pike remaining for Seleucid. And a Royal Peltus Jin and a Royal Peltus, another unit Royal Peltus, but the two Armored Showtail Warriors are now beat up considerably. Aspis Cav runs around as the Royal Cataphract Jin gets Javelin in the back. He should continue to move it out, but Aspis Cav is free. Let's go hit this Swordmaster in the back. It'll get a few kills on that. Not as many as you would hope at this stage for the attackers, as this Hellenic Cataphract is just getting chased down. It is sad. Disciples are moving up now. They've been shot right here. It's a very elite unit but the only problem is 25 armor, 60 melee attack, only 25 weapon damage, but it has 60 defense and 60 charge. Just absolutely devastating on a charge. It will wipe this Bloodsworn and they won't even know what hit them. Bloodsworn got one kill off that disciple. It will charge this Royal Peltus over here. It will be also hit pretty heavily. It's already lost 10 men. Needs to be supported with now with Threo shooting them in the back. Doesn't really matter with this unit because it is such a low armor unit like the Berserkers. But when you take that away, if you don't shoot them in the front, oh, they have none. Their whole armor value is shield value. So it's basically almost like, I think it is a naked sword, if you put it in that perspective. But anyway, that Throw Spear has done wonders here. Aspis Cav still running around 426 kills. Just a few more kills. This Jin, only 23. Nothing amazing. Another unit of Throw Spears. Javelin, this Disciple, just destroyed it. That is a sad sight. That could have turned the tide. I've seen him get a lot of kills. Royal Peltus now is up front with the general behind it with another behind. Silver Shield Pikeman also here with another Swordmaster popping up in front. Fighting this beat up Royal Peltus, trying to just get rid of it. As another Swordmaster charges in on it that was over here protecting its flank. Aspis Cav's just still sitting here waiting patiently. Mercenary Cretans sitting in the back. Archers are out. They do not have any archer support. Maybe slinger support. Yeah, just the slingers are remaining. Or the only missile infantry that remains. 261 with them. They probably don't have the most ammo remaining. Smart here as this throw is sitting here waiting for someone to attack this Peltus over here. Meanwhile, Silver Shield Pike is fighting this Swordmaster. Getting charged in the side, basically eliminating the pikes of it. Disciple is also moving over here, charging in against this Swordmaster. And it's just racking kills already. Anyway, Javelins coming in from that throw over here. Now's the time to attack when their throw is shooting over here. Auxiliary Syrians are behind. They still have a pikeman unit with no range. It is going to be devastating. Aspis Cav, though. Let's go over here and hit this Greek Scorpion real quick to eliminate them from the battle. It's African Ballista. Must be out of ammo if it's not moving. 155 kills with it, though. So it basically went toe-to-toe with that Greek Scorpion. Now it's time for this Cav to start running in here and delivering devastating blows. 456 kills. This Cav has been very, very, very much worth its money. It's actually a pretty good charge right there. A lot of them are going to end up getting up, but still. With now, Royal Pulse is getting charged by the Praetorians. Not Praetorian Guard. Staying the same stat, but like 5 less armor for 20 less. That's worth it. That's more. Still got the purple capes. Still look cool. I think they got darker armor though. Yeah, the armor is a little bit different on them. It's darker. Hold on, I'll tell you real quick. Yeah, the armor's different on them. See? This has a silver armor. This has a dark tint to them. Still, when you look at the board, they're actually pushing through, trying to attack this Royal Poultice behind. Probably won't end up killing some of them from the push through. Royal Poultice losing decisively, though. Aspis Cav is dead now, officially. Over 450 kills. I can't state how crazy that is. Royal Poultice Gen probably needs to hit the back of this. This Disciple, though, only 81 kills, 64 remaining. That is not great. There goes the Gen charging in. Where'd Seleucid Gen go? Is it dead? Did it finally die? Don't know where that Seleucid Gen is. But anyway, well, the general's dead, so it must be dead. As this Swordmaster has broke. I personally do not see the attackers winning this battle. As a few javelins coming in to hit that pike. Royal Poultice charging in now on the Praetorians as well. Praetorians returning the charge. They're exhausted though, with the general is dead. Swordmaster over here fighting for its dear life with a Thoreau spear and another Swordmaster. Disciples now 109 kills. Shield Bearer is only 63. Everything is tired on this front. With the Praetorian now attacking the rear, 50 men remaining, and it will end up breaking. Should shift the power some. All this range back here, though, sitting with the general still sitting back here. I'd get in on the move, try to hit something in the rear, trying to kill it. Royal Poultice Jin now 301 kills, just fighting a Threo spear. Royal Peltis are going to end up having to win this battle for them. I'd get these archers on the move as well. Get them on the move, hit them in the back with something. It might cause a break. Because the attack in the rear, same way, no matter where it is. Disciples, though, still racking kills, 229 now, with the Royal Peltis as well charging. Is the General dead? General is dead for the Royal Peltis, so it cannot refresh itself. I'm saying if it can refresh itself, that would be great. Is Swaby's Gen dead? General recently died for Swaby, so he probably just died in that charge from the Disciples. Here come the archers, trying to do something. Royal Peltis also charging in now. Probably going to charge this other small unit of Peltis. One of these Swordmasters have broke. Power has shifted about to even now. Threo is also wavering. Another Royal Thorax is coming over to support this push. This Royal Peltis will end up breaking as well. Disciples have broke 239 on them. This other Peltis, though, is fighting 163, fighting that Swordmaster with 200 kills. Will it get 200 kills? There it is, 201. Archer wave needs to come in and just be to the point where you're basically hold, get around it. That's what needs to happen with this. The Royal Thorax, though, winning decisively against the Royal Peltis. It's already exhausted. Smart to crack that whip. Makes it fresh for the time being. Turning the combat even. Trying to break the Swaby Jin. The wave of Kushite archers now coming in. Hitting. I would send these Syrians to sit right here with the shield bearer as well. That shield bearer seems like it's just going to sit there nice and pretty. Royal Peltis Jin is breaking now. That is not what you want to see. As this other Royal Peltis is fighting, trying to break the Swordmaster. As a fresh unit of Royal Peltis comes up, is going to smash into with this one. This one will end up dying. With this pike now sitting here, blocking this whole street, I'm going to say this is going to be a defender victory. Yeah, but these Kushite archers, they're just going to continue to die to this Royal Thorax. As this Royal Pulse did end up breaking the Swaby Jin. But this other unit of Royal Pulse is winning decisively against a exhausted and beat up another Royal Peltis. I don't know how many times I've said Royal Peltis this match. As the archers are coming around. Now, no men have been lost in this unit. That is actually very good for the defenders, even though now it is down to archers and a shield bearer that hasn't not yet moved. This unit will come around and probably try to break all these archers, which it will probably cause a rout. You can see the balance power is still pretty, not even, but still not overwhelming because it registers all archers with full ammo all the time. Probably will see one unit click, click, and continue this way. Yeah, here goes all those Kushite archers now. Not attacked in the rear, but still, they're not going to do anything dramatic to these guys. 355 kills just mainly on archers, but still it's leveling up, so it's going to be harder to break. Archer's moving this way. Slinger's going to attack the general. Here comes the Jin Cav, though. It is a very heavy melee Cav. See how long it can last. Now it's just the Kushite Royal Guard general over here fighting this Peltis, losing decisively. Surprised we ain't seen army losses come in yet. Well, I think it is. This should have been done earlier. Too late now. As the archers charge into this Royal Thorax, trying to get a kill or two on it before this game is over. This will be a defender victory. That will be the end of this with, let's see who sent in this replay really quick. With Macedon sending it in. Sorry for the spasm out, but 3,003 kills, absolute carry from him with 490 with that Cav, just insane. 371 with the general is very good as well, just really well done all around. 371 with the Gen, 118 with the ballista, pretty well, good job with it for what it was meant to do. 164, 175, 233, and 342 with all of his range units. 342 with his slingers, insane. 248, 135, 149, 141, 154 with his 5 Royal Peltis units, excluding the Jin. Nothing with his militia high boys. I ain't gonna go over the kills with him. They did what they were supposed to, push the torch. But his 4 thorax swords, 119, 160, 59. Oh, excuse me, not 4. He had 3, and he had a throw spear with 211. Net is next as Kush, 217, 95, 118, and 135 with his Kushite archers. Expensive archers. Could have brought a cheaper archer or bring the Kushite Royals because they got 40 missile damage. 74 kills only with his African Ballista. That's not great for the price. 9 kills with a Jin. 139 with one of his disciples. 42 with the other. Not great use. 151, 58, 74, 57, 156, 158, and 134 with his Shotel Warriors. 53 with a Nubian Spear. Not bad, but 123 with a Armored Shotel. Not great, but 237 is better. 1900 kills at the end. Almost done. I don't know. Not 954 kills. Didn't even break 1,000. 40 kills with a Jin. 76, 76, and 77 kills with his Syrians. 50, 14, 14, none, 11, 4 with his Hillman. 98 with his Royal Peltis. 72 with his Shield Bearer. His 2 pikes, 104, and 41. Not great there as well. 52, 52, and 61 with his Silver Shields. 22, 83, 33, and 24. Not this just is a very, very disappointing. If he would have gotten 1,200 kills, this match might have been different. Egypt, I'm not gonna try. Pronouncing names is not my strategy. 133, 150 with his generals, pretty good. 151 with the Greek Scorpions, very good. But he did bring 3 artilleries, so he probably gonna have more kills than what shows here. 103, 28, 210, 35, 28, and 0 with his range. I'm going to assume he broke rules because it looks like everything was 1, 2, 4 for the most part, and he's got 6 range, which, to be honest, it's not terrible because they didn't get a ton of kills. But 247 and 452 with a Royal Thorax, 452 mostly archers at the end, but 159 and 269 with his 2 Peltis units. 21 and 23, 269 as well, I forgot to say, is mostly archers at the end. 38 with a thorax, then 4 Threos, 66, 91, 79, and 39. Callan, 2008, 2,300 kills at Swaby. 231 with his Swordmaster Gen 4 with his Riders of the Hunt. Didn't even see them. 81, 33, none, and 71 with his Longbow Hunters. He's brought three Berserker units. 149, 90, and 125. Not bad, nothing great. 130 though. 137, 41, 160, 219 with his Bloodsworn. Everything did well except the 41. Got use out of the others though. 47 kills with the Club Levy. His single unit of Club Levy, but he brought 5 Swordmasters, 109, 107, 225, 225, 202, 84, and 224. And oh wow, is Rome, 20 kills with the General Bodyguard, 52, 31, and 41. 41 with the Valets, 52 and 31 with his Syrians though. 100 kills, 194 and 296 with his Eagle cohort. And then his Praetorian Guard, 53, 29, and 227. 227 did well at the gate. Other 2 just didn't perform or got shot. 294 though, 69, 171 with his Armored Legionaries. And 2 Veteran Legionaries, 38 and 168. Nothing amazing there. And his last unit of Praetorians got 125 fighting Peltis for the grand total of 1,800 kills with 2,200 losses. He basically lost his whole army there. That's the replay. I hope everybody had a good day.